Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Today we're going to be opening up the Type-0 starter deck for the FF TCG. Now I have never played Type-0. I've played most Final Fantasies. You can see them above my head there. You can see my rather large collection. Not as large as some, but it's getting there. But Type-0 is one of the two games that I've not played at all. I might even play it and record it, put it on here at some point. But for now, we're going to have a look at what's inside the starter deck. I've been told it's a really good deck, especially for people like me who, when I played YuGiOh, I used to play with an effect deck. So it was all about, rather than beating down your opponent with attacks, it was all about using card effects to mill through the deck or to control their field, things like that. And I've been told this is a really good, like, kind of alternative, like Final Fantasy version of it. So I'm really interested to see what we get inside it. Let's take a look, shall we? So, as with all of them, every single single player starter deck, you get a playing field. Now, I will be actually sorting out my camera so that I can hold this vertical camera, so I can hold it higher and actually kind of see the whole field at some point, so that we can play this game online through, like, either on stream or through Discord, things like that, with other people. But as it stands right now, obviously, it's not quite in the right position, but there you go. You get your wonderful little playing area, you got your break zone, your damage zones, everything is in here, your decks. You only get this with the single player ones though. We recently had a look at the 2-player Shadowbringers deck, which is really cool, but you don't get one of these with it. You only get these with the single player ones, because, you know, if you're playing with 2-player, apparently you don't need a playing mat. But it is what it is. You also get your, I'm not going to show the whole thing because it's a bit big, but you also get your starter guide with some really cool pictures. Especially happy with Ramza being on there, because Ramza's from Tactics, and Tactics is my second favourite Final Fantasy game ever made. Favourite being 14, of course. And then we get to the cards themselves. So we're going to have the deck, we're going to put the deck here. We're going to see what's inside it, but first we can see that the feature card is Ace. My assumption is that Ace is the main character of Type-0, because as I said, I've never actually played it, but it would make sense if he is on the front of the deck when it is in the box. But let's see, the first card we are going to get is a Dragoon. So Dragoons are specifically the FF14 Dragoon, so it looks really cool. It gains first strike, as you can see right here. If I just move this up a little bit. First strike means that when you are doing the damage calculation in a fight between Dragoon and another forward, you will calculate the damage from Dragoon first, always. We get a second Dragoon. Then we get the Ninja. If I just go like this for a second. This is the Tactics Ninja, specifically. And you can see that when you use it, you'll instantly deal 2000 damage to a forward of your choice. We get a second Ninja. Then we get a Cyclops. Just move like this, which is a summon with an EX burst, where all forwards lose 3000 power until the end of the turn, which is very useful. We get another Cyclops. We get an FF Tactics version of the Dragoon. Where this version gets haste specifically. That means that when you summon it, it doesn't get what people who play YuGiOh might know as summoning sickness. It means you can basically attack the moment you play it, instead of having to wait a turn, which is really awesome. We get another one of those Dragoons. We get Ramu, or as some people in the community call him, Ramu. Where you can deal 5000 damage to a specific forward, which could be enough to destroy one. You might notice a slight change in the quality of the picture there. I noticed that I wanted to kind of improve the lighting a little bit. So then next up we have another Ramu. We have a Summoner, which is just a plain and standard backup card. You pretty much use that to throw away to gain your points. And another Summoner, We have a black mage. Try and sort this out a bit neater. Where you can put the black mage into the break zone and choose one damaged forward and break it immediately, which can make for a very nice combo. And then we have another black mage. We have, I'm assuming, Cease. I don't know if I'm butchering the name there, but I'm assuming that's what it is. When Cease attacks, choose one forward opponent controls. Until the end of the turn, it loses 1,000 power for each job class 0 cadet you control. Okay. Being that this is a Type-0 class, like Type-0 deck, I'm assuming that can get stupidly crazy, and that's a wonderful sounding thing. And then black hole, choose one forward, it loses 4,000 power to the end of the turn. But it's that first one there. That first one right there is incredible. Next up, we have another Cease. Then we have 9. Let's just sort this a bit nicer. When 9 attacks, choose one forward you control. Until the end of the turn, it gains 1,000 power for each 0 cadet you have. Also pretty OP. Especially this, all forwards cannot block this turn. So, wow, that's insane. 9 again. And another one. That's actually crazy. You got Orisha. When Orisha enters the field, you may search for any Type-0 forward. So you got your searcher card. Another searcher card with Orisha. And another searcher. That's incredible. Got Queen with some awesome artwork there. Like that. When Queen enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls. If you control 2 or more 0 cadets, dull it. If you control 5 or more, break it. Wow. You get another Queen on top of that, and another Queen. Like, from an effect deck point of view, this is incredible. Like, I'm already loving this deck. I thought the Shadowbringers one was really cool, but so far I'm loving this one so much more. We get another type of ninja. Discard one card from your hand, choose one forward and deal 2,000 damage to it. And then obviously, because you've damaged a forward, you can then use one of those other skills because it's damaged. And another ninja. Got the 7 Chocobo. Is it 7? Yes, it is 7 Chocobo. When Chocobo forms a party and attacks, Chocobo and forwards forming a party gain 2,000 power. Good for an initial burst of damage. 2 of those. And we get a different version of the 7 Chocobo. With haste this time, and 3,000. So it was 2,000 for that version, 3,000 for this version for the power increase. And another one. Then we get Evoker, which is another standard backup, which is the FF3 version. We get another Evoker, and then we get Deuce. Choose an attacking forward, deal 2,000 damage. Or Concerto is 4,000 damage for each 0 cadet forward. Again, that second thing right there, that could basically destroy it. Because if you had 3 of them on 3 forwards out, that's 12,000 damage. That's insane. And you get another Juice. We get the Type-0 version of Diablos. I didn't know Type-0 had a Diablos in it, because Diablos is one of my favourite FF8 summons or GFs. Choose one forward, deal 1,000 damage for each character you control. If you control a 0 cadet forward, select up to 3 backups and activate them immediately. Wow. And we get another one of them. Then we get 7. The 0 cadet forwards you control cannot be blocked by a forward of cost 4 or more. You have 7 down, and you basically every single one of your attacks is a direct attack. If you think YuGiOh terms, you can literally just straight go for the life points, and considering you only have a very, very limited number of life points in this game, you could end the game really quickly with that. That's pretty crazy. You can also choose one special ability and cancel its effects with Snakebite. You get another 7. We get an 8. When 8 enters the field, choose up to 3 job class cadets you control, activate them. Just immediately activate them. During this turn, 8 cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons or abilities, and the next damage attack is 0. So 8 is stupidly powerful from a defensive point of view. And we get another 8. And then we get Rem. When Rem enters the field, choose one category type 0 in your break zone, add it to your hand. So Rem is a revival card. And we get a second Rem and a third. So you get 3 revival cards in here specifically for your cadets. That's pretty crazy. Now I've actually got quite a lot of these from booster packs that I've opened, the Moogle class zeros. But as you can see, basically it gives 1,000 power to every single 0 cadet you've got, which again can be pretty powerful when you've got a bunch of them out. You get 2 of them, 3 of them in fact, which leaves 3 cards, and those 3 cards are all going to be the same. They are going to be specifically Ace. So with Ace, when Ace enters the field, you may play 1 0 cadet forward from your hand to the field, so it immediately brings someone else, like a special summon. When Ace is put from the field to the break zone, choose 1 0 cadet forward other than Ace from your break and add it to your hand. So when you bring Ace out, you special summon someone. When Ace dies, you get to revive from the break zone to your hand. Like, that's a really nice kind of savior card, I guess, is the best way to put it. But yeah, overall, that is a really awesome deck. Like, really happy with that deck. That is incredible. I'm not sure what I put my favourite card to be, but I think, honestly, it's probably going to be Queen. Because I think it looks, not only does Queen look awesome, but I really like the fact that you can immediately dull or break you can immediately dull or break your card. I think it's quite useful. Or it's going to be, where is it? Or it's going to be 9 would be the other option. I'm not entirely sure which I prefer the most, because 9 just so OP. Like 1,000 power for every single cadet you've got basically on the field. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, that was the Type-0 starter deck for the FF TCG. I've got to say, I think I absolutely adore this deck, and I'm probably going to use that as a basis for some deck building going forward. Because as I said at the start of this video, I'm very much coming into this from playing YuGiOh. That's where most of my trading card game kind of playing time and experience comes from, and this plays very similar to a lot of the decks that I would play in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can come up with. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, a like, share and subscribe would be really appreciated, because that's basically what we're supposed to say when we're making YouTube videos, I think, isn't it? It's the way things go. I'm not really sure. But what you should definitely do is you should definitely go and follow me on Twitch. You'll see a link in the description below, where we actually do unboxings live on stream every Sunday. We also play through FF 14, and we're currently going through Final Fantasy 10 as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, and all that's left for me to say is bye.